2 claps, 1 clap, half clap. There we go. Good. All right. Now, to continue with that, I want to share with you another quick story that really captures the doors that your fraternity sorority membership will open for you when you believe. When you believe. How many people here ever heard of The Price is Right? We've all heard of The Price is Right. Yeah. Well, growing up in high school, my mom and I would watch The Price is Right every single day. It was like our son-daughter time. Son-daughter time. I'm from North Carolina, not West Virginia, so anyway, so we would have lunch at 11 a.m. every single day. We'd watch The Price is Right. Well, back then, before I even got to college, I looked at my mom one day and I said, I'm going to be Bob Barker and I'm going to shake hands on national TV.
Toby. Toby.
And she looked at me and she said, okay, that's great, lovely honey, we're proud of you, go for it. Well, when I got to college, you get to arrange your class schedule the way you want it, right? So what do you think I did? I arranged it around The Price is Right. And I'll never forget, in my residence hall, all my buddies, they were like going to class and they'd see me like at 10:59 a.m. right before the show came on, perched there, watching The Price is Right every single day, yelling at the TV, you name it. So I will never forget, it was English 101, Levon Adams, and the first assignment I ever got in college was like the second week of school. She looked at the class, she goes, your first assignment is to write a descriptive essay for me on any topic you want. 3 pages long, all the rules with it, but it can be on any topic that you like. So I wrote it on The Price is Right. About 2 weeks later, she's handing the papers back. And you ever have a teacher that hands the papers back individually to you? Like she doesn't leave them up in the front of class. She actually walks around and makes eye contact with each person. And you're like, don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact. Because you can see the grade that you're getting literally by her eye. Well, she gives you the paper. She kind of looks at me strange. I open it up, and it says, A+, see me after class. Things were different 15 years ago, so. If only. Anyway, so, I go see her after class, and she tells me to sit down. She actually shuts the office door. Anyway, she pulls out a copy of my paper, a copy of it, which I thought was kind of strange. She holds it up in front of me. She says, Kevin, this is probably one of the best papers I've ever read. But you have a problem. You're obsessed with this show, aren't you? And I said, well, I don't know. You need help. And the only reason I share that with you tonight is because I did need help. But that's when it clicked for me that The Price is Right was something different than just a goal. It was a vision. I still had that dream of shaking hands with Bob Barker. So tonight, as we're talking about Greek life and what it can do for you, I want to go back to the story a little bit because there's a difference between goal setting and being passionate enough about something that you visualize it in your life happening before it actually does. There's a power to that.